Okay, so welcome everyone to the home game of Promitheas Patras against Karsiyaka, the play-ins for the round of 16. So for the visiting side of Karsiyaka, we have with us the head coach, Mr. 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗪𝗠𝗘, and from the player side, we have Mr. 𝗪𝗘𝗪𝗠𝗘. So we'll start with the player, with some questions for you, sir. So we're going to allow you to go back to your locker room, and then we'll speak to your head coach. So a hard-fought game. We saw maybe a tale of two different stories. 3 quarters, the game seemed to be head-to-head. Everything was wide open. People were sitting at the edge of their seats. And then a 3-minute gap in the 4th quarter, things seemed to go wrong for your side. As a player, you had a better viewpoint than any of us, so we can't really judge what happened. Maybe you can give us an idea of what happened in the first 3 quarters, and then what happened in that gap in the 3-minute quarter time of the 4th quarter.
I think we fought hard. That's the main thing. I think we gave 100%. Of course, it's not easy. We have a limited roster at the moment. And I'm proud of all the players, all the coaches, staff, because the situation we're in at the moment, I don't think any other team in Europe is in the same situation. We're still coming here, we're still playing hard. So yeah, I mean, all I can say is I'm very proud of everybody because it's not easy, you know. At the end of the day, we're in a situation when we don't know if we're going to get paid next month. It's hard to think about basketball, and I think it's also hard for fans to understand or people to understand because they're not living this. Every day we come to practice, we come here, we compete, we play hard, but it's not easy to think about basketball when you think about how I'm going to take care of my family. Am I going to be able to take care of my family? So the situation we're in, I think and coach too, I think we're very proud of everybody in the locker room, everybody from staff to players. So yeah, we come here, we fight hard, so that's all we can ask for.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll ask you one last question. I always like to ask a second question, but it gives a peep behind the curtains. Mm-hmm. Tell me, in the locker room, who is the guy that brings all of you together in spirit? Who is the MVP, so to say, behind the scenes in your team? And what does he do that shows leadership in a moment that is maybe stressful?
Mm-hmm. I think our captain, 𝗪𝗘𝗪𝗠𝗘, is doing a great job of that at the moment because also he just got into that role because our captain left. So I think everybody tries to step up, you know, everybody got a different role now in the team. So we're all trying to do a little bit more than we used to in the beginning of the season. So it's still searching a little bit, but I mean, I think we're doing pretty good for the situation we're in, so that's it.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Go back to your locker room. Thank you very much. Thank you. Coach, the floor is yours. Again, I'll ask you maybe the same thing. In the first quarter, the refs only whistled a couple of fouls. The game was completely open. Very light defense, teams scoring back and forth. How did you view the change after the first quarter, and how did you adjust to be a more physical game and to come so close to bringing the series back to Karsiyaka?
First of all, I'm 100% agree with what Thomas said because we are playing with very limited roster and everybody gives their 100%. Including coaches, staff, workers, and the players especially. So everybody tries to do their best, and we decide that we are not gonna give up. This is our in our blood. This is our character. Same thing happened last game in Turkey in league game. Till the 3rd quarter, we gave our 100%, but after that, with the limited roster, you cannot keep going. When the energy goes down, then the mistakes start coming. We make wrong decisions, we miss easy shots. That's how it affects the game. But like I said, I'm proud of my players, proud of my friends from my staff, and everybody tries to do their best. We try to do our best, and we try to represent Karsiyaka as much as possible with this fight, with this hustle on the court.
No, thank you very much. much. I won't ask you anything more. Again, you have the utmost respect of Promitheas. Best of luck for the remaining of the season in Turkey in your local division, and have a safe trip back home. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks a lot. One more thing. Thanks a lot for Promitheas, their hospitality and their friendship, their staff and everybody was so friendly. And first of all, congratulations to them, and then I give them best chances, best wishes for the next round.
Utmost respect to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Safe trip. Okay, so welcome back to the press conference. So for the home side of Promitheas Patras, we have Mr. Head Coach, Mr. 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 with us, and from the player side with Mr. Kenny Williams. So we'll start with the player, so we can let you go back to the locker room. Just a couple of questions. So a tale of two different coins, if I may put it that way. So three quarters, hard fought. The teams were very close head to head. What switched for Promitheas side in that 3-minute beginning of the fourth quarter that brought you ahead by almost 20?
I think it started on the defensive end. We got stops, and that allows you to get rhythm on offense. I think that's what it is. We were able to get out in transition a little bit, and you could see that once we got an offensive rhythm, we got better shots, and the shots started going in. So I think that was the difference is, you know, the 5 that we had on the court, we just locked in on the defensive end, and, you know, we were able to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Okay. So the round of the 16 is just now ahead of Promitheas. What is your prediction for the next round? Have you seen the teams that wait for you in the next group stage? And what can we expect from Promitheas?
I have. I mean, I've looked ahead a little bit. And, you know, just my prediction is you can expect, you know, the way that we played the last month or so, you know, the effort we played with, the unity, the togetherness we played with. I think we can expect more of that. You know, throughout the season, you want to be getting better every single day and playing your best basketball, you know, in playoffs and, you know, in play-in series like today. So, you know, that's all we can expect is, and hope is that every day we come in to work and we get better and the results show on the court.
Okay. You're probably the MVP of today's game. Theoretically speaking, if you gave away today's game ball to one of your teammates, who would it be if no for you?
It's tough, man. I had 3 people pop up into my head immediately between Nasos, Jordan Bernardo, and Karsiyaka. You know, you can go and list things that each one did. I mean, I'll go Jordan. You know, he's not had the easiest road offensively, and you know, in practices we just try to keep him positive, keep him upbeat. And today he just came out aggressive, and you know, it worked for him. And you know, I'm just happy for him to see shots go in. You know, for him to get 15 big points, and you know, even bigger than that, we were just talking about it in the locker room. He had 4 blocks. So, you know, I think if I had to choose one guy, it would go to Jordan, just because he came out with the energy that we needed, and you know, that kind of fueled us, especially when we went on that run in the 4th.
Thank you for indulging my question. Thank you very much. We'll
Thank you.
go back to your...
Have a good night.
Coach the second year in Promitheas Vikos, congratulations on advancing to the round of 16. Before you have some thoughts on the game, you share them with us. One question: does anything feel different this year, advancing to the 16 in comparison to last year? And I only say this in the light of maybe the obstacles Promitheas had to overcome in the roster this year with injuries and so on. Does anything feel different, or is it basically the same?
No, it's totally different year for us, totally different season. We had a lot of adversities all these months. On the beginning of the season, we missed main players from the team. We replaced some of them. We didn't start well on BCL. We lost the first game. Until the end of the first group, nobody believed in us until the game against 𝗪𝗪𝗪 away. I remind all of you, we beat 𝗪𝗪𝗪 away, team who was undefeated. They had 5-0. And even if we have all these adversities, we are in top 16. We are really proud for the team. I have to give congratulations as first to the players for their job, as second to the people around the team, the coaching staff, the management, and also the fans today for their support. It means a lot for a team like Promitheas to be second season in a row the best 16 teams in the BCL, because the level of BCL is really high every season. And we are really proud for the team, for the players, and the organization.
And then last question, only clearly on the game, only 2 fouls fouls called by the refs in the first quarter, and the teams looked to just score back and forth without really being aggressive on the defensive end. What did it take? Maybe what did you say in the huddles? What did you say in the halftime to turn the team around and come out with such a defeating victory?
Yes, you're right. We didn't defend well. We didn't spend foul. We didn't have the right energy for a game like this. We discussed in the locker room with the players. The players realized the reality. We didn't expect a tough game. I have to say that. We have big respect for Karsiyaka. It's a big organization, big team. And I believe we changed a lot of things on the second half. We defend much better, especially after the first part of the second half. And finally, we got this win. One more time, our defensive spirit, it was totally different. Don't forget that we had a very tough game 3 days ago. In the second overtime, we spent big energy, and players did one more great job today.
Thank you very much, sir. No more questions.
Thank you very much.
Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.